Okay, I'm gonna hopefully make a short video about how to make small buildings that you can drive through. Um, so what you want to look out for is like when you select a building, and we're in game sim level 1. But when you select a building, we want to look for the ones that are all like one object. So if I click this one and then I move my cursor over here and I press F to focus, you can see this is just one object, and that's what I want. As opposed to like this one is like, uh, it's like this big object. So that's just the upper floor walls. It goes all the way up to like house, and it's all of that. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do these yet. So don't worry if you find one like that. Let's just focus on the single object ones for now. And all you got to do, first thing, remove the collider. So I'll remove the collider there. Next thing, I'm going to add something called, if you start typing rigid, we don't want to add a regular rigid body. We want to add this thing called a Rayfire rigid, which is just from an asset pack. And then I made this little preset. So if you click this little button, you should be able to find one that says small building rigid. Just double click that and it should set all this crap up the correct way. I'm not quite sure what it's doing here. It's doing something. Uh, anyway, then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to add another component, and you just start typing shatter, and you want to add this thing that says Rayfire shatter. And there's another preset for that. It's called small building shatter. So then the last step is going to be changing the layer. I didn't realize it had to like update the whole game when you do that, but I guess it does. So then next we're going to look at the layer of the whole object here. We're going to put it on a layer called Rayfire. And then we should test it. So I don't know where the player is. I guess if you were to drag the hierarchy all the way to the top and find the player, it's inside of required objects. So there's the player. Oh God, which building did I just do? I'm gonna press control. Oh, it's way back there. Okay. So what I would probably do is move the player a little bit. So we'll just make this a little easier to do. There we go. And then I'll hit play and test this and see if the building destroys. Maybe we get stuck on something. If we get stuck on something, I'll show you how to fix that too. So I'm just gonna drive pretty fast into it, and it should break. Uh, and that's what we're looking for. So that's good. Uh, if something weird happens, I guess you can let me know. This is okay, I guess. If you press R, you can respawn to the beginning wherever you had the player starting. But anyway, long story short, that's what it should do, right? Like that. And so then what we should probably try to do, instead of saving the scene, all we did was change this one object, right? This one prefab. So I'm just going to click on overrides, and I guess screw it. Let's just apply them all. And that way, in case there's multiple of those houses in the scene, they will all get that feature. And that way also you don't have to change the scene file, because I know maybe Mike or me is working in it at the same time. So it doesn't really matter that that's changed. Like I can discard my changes here in theory, and I have to just drive back over to that house. The player's back way over here again. Can't can't remember where this was. We'll see if I can find it. I'm just going to verify that this actually, just saving the prefab was good enough. I guess I got to remember where I'm going. You know what? I'll just move the player again because I don't really know where I am. So player vehicle. Let's just rotate them a little. Was it this house? I think it was that house, hopefully. Oh no, it wasn't that house. Is it this house? Yeah, it was this house. Want to make sure you move the whole player and not just part of the player. That's okay if you mess up because we're not going to save the scene. We're just saving these individual house prefabs. Yeah, cool. All right, so then when we go to commit, you should just only have this one file. This is all we're looking for. So you have other crap, you can uncheck it. You just want to find that particular prefab, and you can say added, ray fire to the building. I don't know. Ray fire is the name of the package. All right. So we'll commit that thing, and that should change it for everybody. Thank you very much.